Yeah.
You know, like once you become a certain age and you realize your life ain't, you would do anything to try to be in the spotlight. Look, good attention, bad attention is attention. People will take the bad attention to get some attention. This is her Super Bowl.
I see.
And that's why she up there.
I hear are
Attention.
negative.
So by now, I think you've seen the video of Corey Holcomb getting into an altercation in front of the Improv Comedy Club in Los Angeles. That video is over a year old, and Corey Holcomb has already addressed the situation at length on his own show.
So a girl was stalking me, like looking for a way to turn me into a lick, some money. A dope fiend who's not smart. I'm gonna prove it. It was a few occasions where the girl tried me, yelling at me at the top of her lungs in front of clubs and everything. And what happened was, after I had enough, after several occasions of her trying to jump it off with me, and I know how she moved, I got her record from DC. She used to live in DC. And I got her drug charge and everything in DC. And I told the comedy club, this girl sell drugs in front of your club and she's drama. I told them that. So look, fast forward to the girl in my face, fuck you, your mama ain't shit. You should have died when you fell off the scooter, your dick ain't shit. All this shit.
And so I was just like, Corey, you're not going to do nothing. Even people were like talking to him like, Corey, you ain't about to let her hype you up and woo, woo, woo. And then I was like, Corey, you didn't learn already from the last time? And he was like, what you talking about? I was like, you don't remember the last time you said you were going to super sock me? And you didn't see what God did to you then? And I was like, and then I did the I want to be down Brandy dance in his face again. I said, you don't remember when
I would have paid anything to see this go down between you and him.
All like this. I went like this. And then I was
like this, yeah. And he
so okay. I was like, you don't remember both your wrists getting broke when you said you was gonna slap the super sock the shit out of me? I was like, God didn't tell you I was one of his favorites? He didn't tell you to leave me alone? I said, please believe you keep this up and it's only going to get worse for you. I promise you that.
Yelling in my face, all this shit in front of the clubs. When I show up, this is what she do. Witnesses gonna prove it. That's why I let them talk, because she piled up a lot of evidence against herself. Of course, we was down there. She was with her little boyfriend, nigga. We was like, man, get your bitch, homie. Please get your bitch. We got the video of him trying to grab the bitch and her jerking away, because this nigga ain't had no power around the bitch. There's also a video that's gonna be seen where the homegirl stood in between us, because it got real intense at one moment. But I'm gonna say the homegirl name. The homegirl name is Trina. Because Trina, you part of it. I hate you part of it. I had to grab Trina and put Trina to the side and say, don't get involved in this. So the steady yelling, fuck you, die nigga, yo, you should have died on that scooter, all that. So I muffed the bitch. I walked up to the bitch, shut the fuck up. That's what we call it in Chicago, when you push a bitch in the head. I muffed the bitch. Look, if I go to jail, because that's an assault. Right. I found out if you do this to somebody, that's an assault. If I go to jail for assault, I ain't scared to go to jail for assault. I don't have a criminal history of walking around fighting all the time and shit like that. Hey, the bitch stalked me and kept talking crazy to me, and I can prove it. I got witnesses. The reason I'm telling y'all all this, because I want everybody to know what's really going on right now.
You know, the framing of this incident now has changed, and the timing of this couldn't be worse because of other things that have happened in the past week. We've talked about them too. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that Corey Holcomb is trying to buy NBC. He's trying to buy ABC, and people are out to get him, but it's obvious that Corey has made some people angry with possibly his content, possibly his influence, right? and they want to paint him in a negative light. And some people that are involved, namely the female comedian, Christina Payne, they're making claims now that are misrepresenting what actually happened.
What are you going to do now that there is a video that seems to support at least the fact that you were punched by Corey?
It is hard even seeing that right now, seeing that playback and having to relive all of this all over again. But it's like almost like what.
I mean, what I'm asking is, are you going to pursue legal action again? The cops felt it was like a stalemate when it happened because they had no video. Now they got video. So I'm wondering, are you over it, or are you going to pursue this in court?
I feel like it's
She's working hard to get those tears up.
What's making this so difficult, Christina, to go forward with it?
I feel like Corey's like threatened or tried to silence me, or like where it's like I've been in fear for my life, literally. Not able to leave the house sometimes, and so I
I know you say you're in fear for your life. We mentioned the fact that he got a restraining order against you.
We have a restraining order against each other.
And you have one against him as well. Since
because
then,
he brought the liars to court and confused the judge, and we didn't have the video yet. So we literally got the video the day after court, literally. So I never went back to pursue like, oh, let me get an appeal or nothing like that. Like my attorney literally kind of gave up after.
In fact, the video that was released is a limited piece of an ongoing harassment that she provoked Corey and other comedians. That's what's also being left out of this. There were some other comedians that have similar stories to what's going on with that.
Okay, there was a brother who is a witness to everything that happened by the comedy club. Both times with this lady, which is not what she said. She wanted to make it seem like it's an isolated incident. No, this is a crazy bitch, and I became one of her victims. It's a lot of people that's victims of this, but this brother was a witness to both things. In fact, the same thing she did to me, she did to him. And I hate putting people on the spot like this, but I got to tell the truth. I want somebody else to know what happened, because if I say it, it's just my word against hers. Witnesses mean something, everybody. I never wanted to taint what he finna say, so I didn't talk to him that much, but this is my brother from Detroit, the D, Corey Sherrill, who is a better man than me. You all right, brother?
Can you hear
me? Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. It's crazy, but yeah, I'm good, bro.
I know, man. Look, don't feel weird. The one thing my people told me is the truth has no alibi. So we just finna tell the truth. Homeboy, the first night, we ain't even talk about the night where it turned into a physical altercation. The first night, when I came up to the comedy club, it was the middle of a whole bunch of shit with you and a crazy lady. What didn't she get physical with you?
Yeah, she did actually. She walked up to me and snatched my phone out my hand. And she was talking crazy about all the men outside, like, you know, saying it was a comedian outside. And she was like, can you take a picture of it? So I had the new iPhone. I'm like, yeah, I'll take the picture. And so I've taken a picture, and she just come through, snatched my phone out my hand. I don't have no type of relationship with her, with anybody out here that I play like that. And so then she's like, girl, do you know him? Somebody sent me a picture of you before. These comedians are weird. I wouldn't keep them outside with my 12-year-old niece. And I just was like, hold on. I was like, hold on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you just come in my life with this energy? So I told her, I'm like, chill out. I'm like, why you putting me in this pellet? Like, I don't even play like that, you know, like at all. And so from me and her going, she said, I said what I said, all these niggas out here. And I was just like, you know, I gotta defend myself, man. Like, I mean, so I said something to her. I'm like, you got me fucked up. Like, this ain't even how women from Detroit, I don't even, this, that. Well, Auntie Gina say this is that motherfucker, a drop behavior. Most pussy don't act like that, dog. Like women that the women that I interact with, they cool with being in their feminine energy. We outside roasting. I can count on one hand how many women I've seen out there, even in our atmosphere. They really just watch us because we can handle it. It's you know what I'm saying? We ain't really out there trying to. So I haven't heard nobody but her say, yo mama. She was talking about my mama, man. Like, you know, in my comedy, you share what you go through in your comedy. She like, your mama's a crackhead. That's why you went to prison. Just like all over me telling her I got about her. So I'm not allowed to say, hey, I don't play like that.
Hey, Corey, do you ever go back and forth with her like how we go back and forth joking? Have you ever gone back and forth with her joking?
Never.
I've never seen anybody out there going back and forth. Because everybody knows she a crazy. But, I'm not trying to put my
but no. So when that happened, you was down, you was talking, like maybe like, let's say 20 feet away from me. You called my name. You was like, Corey, come down here, man. You was like, bro, don't let nobody let you, you know what I'm saying, get you off your square, dog. Like, man, something wrong with her. You like, something obviously wrong with her. You don't be in nothing. And then when you did that, we talked. She was still down there loud by herself. We down there talking. At this point, I'm not saying nothing no more. OG said, hey, man. I'm like, bet, you right, dog. Out of nowhere, she gets ready to say bye to everybody. Now, mind you, none of us, we all like, we're uncomfortable because her dude can't even control her. You got her dude, he's security, so he has the right to tell me, hey, man, you need to leave. He telling her to leave. So he's using his security skills, telling her to leave. Out of there. But hey, she still, she run the shit. She runs shit. I don't even understand what's going on. I ain't never seen that. Shout out, I'm being honest, bro. You don't even know how to explain it. So she come in, she go say bye to one comedian. She get real close to Corey, in his face, like, bye. I'm like, you know, then she get to me. She was like, bye, nigga, bye. I'm just like, and Corey like, and I'm standing there, bro, because I don't know. Like, I just want to just tell jokes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's going on. And Corey like, somebody need to if somebody love her, man, get her, man. This is what you said, bro. You didn't even go there, bro. You was like, if somebody love this, get her. Like, somebody need to get her cousin out there. Everybody's scared.
And anyway, so, okay, that was one incident. That wasn't even the incident that happened last week.
No, it wasn't.
Last week.
And I gotta remind you of an incident. We went to a Caribbean restaurant. I bumped into you. This is a coincidence. And she was there. If it was drama, bro, it would have happened there. We enjoyed our food.
You was there, Craig?
Nobody didn't even talk about her. Nobody's not thinking about this lady. That's the thing about it that I want to say.
I'm so glad you brought that up, Corey, because see, that's why this past week when she was doing that thing to start some shit with me, that's why I was like, man, what is the problem? What's going on? Because I thought that shit, I was like, fuck it, it's over. But you brought up the incident when we all was at the restaurant and you happened to come in there and she was over there, but she was quiet that day. Maybe she was on her meds. That's what I'm saying. What can we say? But this past week at the Improv is the main one that I wanted to ask you about. Didn't I tell her what we found out now to be her husband at least 3 times? Hey, man, come get your bitch. Did I say that?
And he tried to, and she did too.
It's on video that she tried to. It's because all that's on video. It's on trial where he tried to pull her away, and the bitch was like, just like you said, I'm glad this is on video. Because I did everything I could to de-escalate it, because this is the second time it happened. But the bitch is acting like, oh, a nigga just did something to her. No, your man was out there. So let me ask you this. Do you remember after everything happened, didn't that say, this what I wanted to happen? Am I lying?
That's the first thing she screamed out, man. It was, everybody looked at her like, what? Like, I was waiting for this to happen. I was like, what?
Man, you don't even know. See, it's like most people don't have witnesses. Unfortunately, when you get into it with somebody like a female, it be people at home. Like if you get into it with your lady and it's a domestic situation, it's your word against hers. This cuckoo, I am about to destroy this today, not because I got time to do it, because I have to do it. This a lying ass. Now,
I just wanted to say one thing, man, that was weird. That I just want to put emphasis
you better than me also, because that bitch knocked that phone out your hand. I don't know what would have happened if that bitch did that to me, but I'm just saying.
That made me nervous, man. I don't know what's going on, dude, because like this, but the thing that was the most weirdest thing, man, is the disrespect she was just speaking on your mom, dog. Like,
but anyway,
I say this why it was weird is because like you didn't even say like usually something said to make somebody go there. She said whatever, dog. Your mama.
She was trying
she was foaming at the mouth, bro. We was just looking at her like,
Corey.
Hey, Corey, I just want to add one last thing, man. When the thing is this, we all got in the middle of everything before anything could happen. Like she's a light-skinned woman. Like if you would have hit her, bro, the drama that she's trying to already create, she would have had eye exams, her face being shown. And that's what she wanted. She really wanted to be punched by you, fall, hurt, injured. You know, and I don't know what's going on at home, man. You know, I don't condone.
The police was at her house that night, and she don't know I know. The police was at her house for something else. And when the police come to your house, it's a report. So, come on, trying to make it seem like I hit her. I'm a woman beater.
Her to leave. You asked the security to leave. He's like, you work here. At one point, you like, you work here. You can't make her leave.
Man.
Like, we was all looking like, what is he there for?
Hey,
y'all, because like the reaction, because he came so wild at you, Corey. You an OG legend, man. You know,
man,
Mia West
hold on.
legend.
Did I have that nigga on the ground? Did I have that nigga on the ground?
Bro, it
with up wrists. I was waiting on that. That's why I was telling him, hey, homie, get your.
Damn, man. What?
It was bad, man. It was bad out there.
It was bad.
We done been out there for years. We never seen guys get into it like that.
Never.
There's been disagreements out there, but fellas respect each other. Want me to tell you why? Because men kill each other. Yeah. This is a bitch who taking advantage of her gender, trying to act like something happened, like we was doing the dozens. Don't nobody play with you. Everybody know you a crazy.
I can only go on what has been said about this already. The case has already been adjudicated in a court of law, right? So at this point, just releasing the video is only causing people who already had a bias about Corey Holcomb to double and triple down on said biases. Hey, it's no big deal because Corey actually has been through adversity his whole career. He's always talked about having to make his own path, and this is no different, you know? It seems as if every time Corey is about to do something, like last year, this time when this case came out, he was going on tour, the We the Ones tour, and he was set to have a bigger stage and a bigger audience. Well, of course, this comes up, right? This incident happens. So I think it's also interesting that what people are leaving out of this statement is what she said after the altercation happened.
Yeah.
You know, like once you become a certain age and you realize your life ain't, you would do anything to try to and be in the spotlight. Look, good attention, bad attention is attention. People will take the bad attention to get some attention. This is her Super Bowl.
I see.
And that's why she up there.
I hear
for
attention.
It's the worst.
Say it again. What you say?
She's up there for attention. It is the worst representation of a woman. Most people come up there to network, have a good time, support that comedian that's on stage. But you up here for attention. And I can't stand that for women. I can't stand that for her. I don't like it.
Now, the video that was released obviously has no audio, right? It's surveillance footage, right? Surveillance footage from the Improv. But the witness testimony that Corey has here actually bolsters his claims on what the motivation for this altercation was and what actually triggered it. That's what I'm saying. Corey Holcomb's already spoken about this thing. So why are we now all of a sudden having to go back and relitigate it just because the video came out? Coincidence? Who knows? You got some interesting players involved. Obviously, there's a connection to TMZ. There was a random Instagram page that had about 1,000 or 1,500 followers that released this video. And for some reason, we're supposed to believe that this is just all above board, right? Now, personally, any altercation that I've had with a woman has been resolved quickly and did not have to go to the violence path, right? But in this case in particular, context matters. Men, we are way stronger than women, so our force is always going to appear excessive. So that is why there's an imbalance. And I wish that people like this woman who decided that she wanted to make her name roast battling Corey Holcomb, right? In this moment, actually had thought twice and had thought about that fact. Because you can't determine how somebody reacts to what you said. I'm glad Corey stopped hanging out in front of this improv club because, you know, 50 Cent has famously said, I have security to save you from me, right? I have security for you to not get hurt, right? Because if I have to handle it, I'm going to hurt you, you know? And so luckily, all this is highlighted by the fact that there was actually some physical contact that you can see in the clip where Christina Payne puts her finger in Corey Holcomb's face before he muffed her, right? We're not going to listen to what TMZ said. TMZ actually says that Corey jabbed her. What are we, 12 years old? We can't see what happened here. Corey Holcomb actually admitted what happened already, right? It's exactly as he described it. A muff, a mush or a muff is open-handed. Is it right? No. But there's a huge difference from a jab with a closed fist, and a open-handed mush, right? Like I said, keep your hands to yourselves at all times. But this was Corey Holcomb's decision in that moment, in that heat of the moment. And it seemed like he was willing to take the consequences of whatever came with it. But make no mistake about it, that was not a punch. And everybody on the page, everybody on these YouTube pages that is putting this a punch, you're opening yourself up to liability now. Because there's video evidence that it wasn't a punch. Christina is opening herself up. Tasha K, you know, people who have covered this. Tasha K did an interview with Christina, which that was interesting too, because you start to see the character unfolding right in front of you, right? The TMZ interview was interesting. This has all already been talked about and taken care of in court. And that's what's funny, because Corey recently said that he had just completed these lawsuits, which impact his decision making, right? Now you see why he just doesn't haul off and swing on somebody right away, because he's already had to go through this process and paid the consequences. But as we see, Corey Holcomb isn't locked up. Corey Holcomb wasn't in jail. This is a situation that was prolonged over a period of time and deemed as harassment, as both of them, as Corey Holcomb initially filed for a restraining order against this woman, and she then in turn filed against him. So who's right in this situation? The moral of the story here is you have to keep your hands to yourself. I don't care what anybody's saying. I don't care what the culture is saying you should do. It just leads to more problems. And especially in the realm of entertainment, right? Because Corey Holcomb, from all I know of him, is a good dude. I don't want to see this impact any opportunities that he might have coming up. But like I said, coincidentally, always something is coming up. Always some type of scandal comes up when there's a possibility of something big happening, right? You understand what I'm saying? So shout out to Corey Holcomb for making us laugh for all this time. Like, Corey Holcomb is a brand right now. You know, they're coming up on their 16-year anniversary of the 5150 show. And now all this stuff is happening, you know. Very, over the time has been very moderate to minor incidents that have happened. But now all of a sudden they're trying to really put the pressure on and cancel him. So, you know, shout out to Corey Holcomb. I hope he's doing good. And we're going to hear about it. You know, of course, that's the good thing about this. We're going to hear about it on Tuesday when the 5150 comes back. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, it is what it is. Anyway, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification for all uploads. If you want to watch more, please watch one of these videos down below. Make sure you sign up for the Patreon. The link is in the description. Faucette Media Patreon. We're going to be doing some interesting things over there. Going to be doing some YouTube coaching. Going to be doing a lot of stuff that we can't do here on YouTube. Plus, stuff through the catalog of Faucette Media is going up there. You know, the stuff that you can't see on YouTube. Anyway, this is Faucette Media.